Hi everyone, I'm Claire Marie B and welcome to my channel where I take you through my bullet journal setups and stationery inspiration and hopefully give you some tips and hints for your journaling journeys and stationery love and everything else in between. In this video I'm taking you through my August setup and I've chosen the theme of cherries and cherry jam. First of all, I'm sketching out the print that I've created. As you'll be able to see, I've already drafted this in pencil. I do this every month like that because I really like to work a theme through first. And for me, I prefer to do that on paper and do it live rather than sketch out the same design over and over again and waste pages, if that makes sense. If I was doing it straight in the pen and doing some practice runs, I tend to prefer to save the paper and sketch everything in pencil first. That way I can correct things, change things around as I need to get it ready to do my recordings. Hopefully as well, by sketching things in pencil, I don't go wrong quite as much, but those who subscribe to my channel and have seen other videos of mine before will know that I do go wrong. It's okay to go wrong. I'm quite a perfectionist in work and everything else that I do, so I'm trying to challenge myself in my journal and not have everything perfect all of the time. And I think I've got that down now, and I learned to accept the mistakes that are in there. But it is daunting if you're a newbie to journaling. It is daunting when you see that blank piece of paper and when you make a mistake. That can be a really tough thing to deal with because you're trying to keep everything perfect. So hopefully you'll find in my videos when I go wrong some hints and tips at how to cover that up or just embrace the error. For my lettering this month, I picked a really simple design, and you can see I'm drawing that out at the moment with real simple lettering without joining up the letters, etc. I really wanted to have the feeling of like a jam splodge behind it, so you'll see as I go along here that I'm gonna draw a little kind of bubble all around the outside of the lettering. I really enjoyed doing the lettering like this month, and I really enjoyed the actual design that I've chosen. But it's slightly more intricate than last month. Last month's video for July setup was a super fast video. This month, you'll see it takes me just that little bit longer to set everything up, but I really did enjoy it, and I loved drawing out the jars of jam as well. I've had my eye on doing a theme like this for some time, but just couldn't quite land on exactly what it was that I wanted to do. So this is what I've landed on this month. Now that I've sketched out all of the jars and the cherries, I'm going to go through this and colour it in. So I've picked what I think is a great cherry colour. I really loved using this red. It's a Crayola, so I've said before I've got a vast array of different pens that I use. Tombows do tend to be my go-tos because they just have the right colours of what I'm looking for, but actually this month it was the Crayola Super Tips that had the right red colour for me. So that's the colour that I'm using here. You'll also see me use a green on the cherries. That's a Crayola as well. And then the blues and nude colours that I use, they're my part of my Tombow set. I felt that once I'd done the jam and the lettering, the page really needed something else. So I've decided to use this neutral colour to create a gingham backdrop, which I felt was really perfect to go with this theme. And you'll see once this is done, I think it just adds an extra something to the whole design. On the left-hand side this month, I did find a quote that I really liked. It just popped up when I was searching cherries and cherry-themed things. It's a Bob Fosse quote, and I really adore his work, so it just seemed really perfect to include that this month. First of all, I'm drawing my favourite jar of jam in a much bigger size, which will sit next to the quote as I write that out. Behind that, I'm putting the gingham checks, which will help to keep the theme really cohesive as I move throughout the whole of the monthly spreads that I set up, and also my weekly spreads using the same colour and maybe some of the check as I go along. I'm putting an extra layer of blue on top of the jam jars, the jam jar lids, to give that the shading that it needs. As you can see, I've captured on the jam the light, and I'm going to go back over the cherries and the jam to have a little bit of shading on there as well. And that's my cover page complete. So over to my calendar spread. This month I've kept it nice and simple with the calendar spread. I wanted a really colourful page and to have something a little different to last month where I did it in my craft paper. So this month I am going to use the different colours that I've used on the cover page and do big colourful boxes all over for the calendar. As I started to go forward with this, I wanted to make sure that I had the right spacing. So you can see there, I need to get my pencil and just double check that. And with my to-do list and then finally some washi tape in place, that's my calendar spread completed for August. Over to my mission control. I've been finding recently that I've been getting bored of my trackers. I'm not completing it as much each month, and I've noticed this for the last couple of months. I'm putting it in again for August, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to shake this up a little bit for future spreads or how I want to do this. I think my trackers list has just got too busy and too full, and it's just too many things that I'm tracking all the time, and I'm not really reflecting back and looking at things. It helps me to have a bit of an overview on certain things, but I've started to put them into a tracker as opposed to just having them as a calendar log. So I think I need to shake that up a little bit for September, as I said. So I'm probably going to give that some thought throughout August. I used to, when I started out, have the individual calendars. I used to write out each calendar bit each month and put coloured dots over the top, and I quite liked that. But then I found I was using whole pages for that, and then sometimes not completing them. So this tracker, using it as a Dutch door, as you can see I've done there, that helped to reduce the amount of wasted paper that I was doing a month. But it's starting to become a real arduous task and something that I'm not actually enjoying. On the reverse side of my trackers page is where I put my Instagram planner. Again, I've not really been using this very often. It's not because it's not working for me at the moment. I really want to invest some time in my Instagram, get better at doing reels and stories and all those other things. So I think I need a more dedicated and focused space for this. I'm looking at introducing some different journaling into what I do, not just having everything in the one bullet journal. So I'm thinking of taking all the Instagram stuff and my whole YouTubing and everything and putting that into a completely different journal so that I've got more space. I can put down ideas and really plan things out to make it much more effective for myself and more organised so that I'm getting the best use of my time. And that's my mission control completed. On to my final spread for the video, which is my memories page. This is where I log all my TV, movies and things that I'm watching across the month. I've also started to include some of my favourite things into here. So favourite film of the month, favourite TV of the month, favourite song of the month, what I've really enjoyed listening to, watching, basically. And then I'll include some other memories in here as well of what's happened throughout the month. I've been finding on this space, I don't have enough space to capture everything that I want to in this. And I've really developed a love of fountain pens again and other, as I say, I've been looking at other journals, more to come on that in the future, and I'll YouTube on some of those things as well if you're interested in them. But I'm thinking of really moving up my journaling, especially when I have trips and things like that. And here's my final flip through. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed the video and that you get some inspiration from it. If you did, please hit like and subscribe and you'll be notified of future content that I release. Have a wonderful August. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.